Yo, what's up, guys? It's Zayo, and welcome to the Cyber Strike $40 budget deck. But I want to start with the opening, so if you want to just go straight to the deck profile, have it like on, down below, so you can just skip right towards it. But I kind of want to just open the box first because I haven't gotten the chance to do that on the channel. So let's open it and check out the cards and kind of go through it a little quick, and then we can go straight to the deck profile. So this deck is I feel like this is gonna be pretty hard to find. A lot of people are gonna be fiending for this because it's quite a nice deck. Popular archetype, Cyber Dragon's a classic, and of course it has infinite impermanence inside. And so here we are, Cyber Dark Chimera. This card is good for searching out your power bond to end the game. Other than that, I mean, it lets you use monsters in the graveyard and you banish them as material, so the power bond is just easier to use at that point. And then probably I think this is the best card actually that makes it all work, is Cyber Dark Realm. This card is really good with that Chimera. So this lets you search the Chimera and also do an extra normal summon for the Cyber Dark monster. So honestly, this one allows Chimera to actually make some use for it. And here we are. Look at that Cyber End Dragon. Wow. Like, hold up. Give me a second real quick. Look at that. That is a misprint. That is weird. It's super blue. Look at the regular. So I opened, two boxes before this because I gotta make a deck profile. But look, this is like the regular one, right? Nothing wrong with it. Perfectly fine. And then we have the misprint version. I'm not even sure how that happened. It looks like I think it's it's a Cyber Dark End Dragon got printed onto it. Wow, that's weird. That's crazy. Anyways, these two cards, awesome. Classic Cyber End Dragon, you already know. Cyber Dark End Dragon is a cool boss monster. It's very hard to summon though, like you'd have to go out of your way to summon it, but once you do, your opponent most likely will not be able to stop it. So this is something to consider putting into to try and make, but you probably won't make. And Cybernetic Horizon is a send one from hand, send one from deck, altering attributes, and then you can add a cyber monster from deck to hand. So that's pretty nice, and also lets you send a extra deck fusion cyber monster. So usually you send a Cyber End Dragon and try and eventually get to Cyber Dark End Dragon. I think it's the point of that. Hers, I think this was getting expensive, so it's a nice reprint. I mean, sending this to the grave lets you add a Cyber Dragon. That's the main effect you'll be using with hers. Pretty solid here. Fusion deployment lets you special summon the Cyber Dragon, so very good. Then the infinite impermanence, awesome reprint. You're definitely gonna want to play this even if you're not playing Cyber Dragons. You know what I'm saying? Like, just good either way. And still, it amazes me why it's so weird. This card, no thanks. Cyber Dragon, a classic. And then the usual Nashter, did get a reprint already. Core's amazing. The Cyber Dark cards are alright. I would only play Claw though, probably, in the build that I'm running. Then nice going second cards. Both of these are pretty good. Gale Dogre, I guess, helps you kind of get to Cyber Dark End Dragon, but I'd rather normal summon Core, if I'm being honest. This card's interesting, but you have to. It doesn't quite work how you think it does, because you have to fusion summon correctly for you to be able to special summon it from the grave in the first place. So it's not as good as you think it might be. Cyber Repair Plant's still good. These two, amazing, but Cyber Emergency has been reprinted to the ground. You could play Cyber Dark Inferno. That is also an interesting card. Cyber Dark Impact, I don't think is very worth it though, sadly. Machine Duplication is amazing. And then Kalahana is okay. This is alright. Very good card, but I don't think we need a reprint though. And of course, the other Cyber fusions to go into, pretty solid there. Of course, Overload, Fusion, and Power Bond. OTK Monster. Actually, the funny thing, they're both pretty good. So that's the opening. Let's get to the deck profile. Alright, on to the $40 deck profile for the Cyber Dragons. So this is 3 structure decks, and then you add on $10. Then you add on $10 and of worth of cards. So like, you know, some singles here and there to make the deck better, because this deck going first, it sucks a lot. And in the off chance that we do go first, our good going first cards are actually in the extra deck. So it wouldn't really change our game plan. We want to go second still for this deck, but if we do go first, if our opponent makes us go first, we still have some options. So let's get into the deck profile. Alright, starting off, we have triple Cyber Dragon. Do I really need to explain anything else? Like, we need 3 Cyber Dragons, Cyber Dragon deck. Come on, like, you guys don't need me to say anymore. 3 core, because it's our best normal summon and best card to target with Machine Dupe. Let's just search for any cyber spell trap. So going first and second, it's still a good flex spot right here. Right, on to the next card. We're playing 2 Hers because I don't really feel like we need Hers too much, because I mean the new spell card allows us to send the Hers anyways if we have the Cyber Dark in hand, and vice versa. We'll be able to send it if it's in our hand or add it. I mean, there's just so much we can do more now, so we don't really need it, you know, Alright, now we have 2 Nashter. Kind of the same deal with Hers, but at the same time, our better cards are going to be like OTK kind of thing, and we have quite a bit of ways to search Nashter anyways, so I don't want to, like, you know, it's a good card to pull. I only need like one or the other, like 1 Hers or 1 Nashter in hand is pretty good enough for me. So I'm playing 2 of each, so I don't have to, you know, I don't see 3 in my hand or something like that. Alright, now Cyber Darks. We're playing 3 Claw because this one searches Cyber Dark spell and trap. So you know the drill, search the new spell, and then with that go into our next card here. Boom. Cyber Dark Chimera searches Power Bond. That's going to be our OTK machine, and then with the extra normal from the continuous spell, we have quite a bit of things we can do from that, so pretty solid in my book. Then the 1 Cyber Dark Cannon, I'm not really sure if this was really necessary, but I mean, searches, so yeah, I thought it was an okay inclusion. And now for the last monster in the deck, we're playing triple Kaiju. Even though we can search it, I want to clear the board a little bit before I start even doing any of my other plays. So hard drawing it is going to be great. Out for Dragoon, out for like Appaloosa, like all those dumb cards. Kaiju is worth it, and we're go second. We can beat over it. That's not a problem at all. So let's just keep it going now. Boom, Cyber Dark Realm. This card makes Chimera good. I mean, search Chimera when you activate it. Lets you normal summon the Chimera as an extra normal summon. So you can still summon normal summon core after that. You got a bunch you can do with this card. It just allows Power Bond in your hand to be pretty consistent, I guess you could say. And you can search it too with Claw. Alright, same thing with this card. This card just lets you fill up your grave. I guess I didn't really... I might have forgot to mention it, but Chimera lets you fuse using monsters from your grave too while it's face up on the field. So you load up the grave with this card with a bunch of Cyber Dragons that became Cyber Dragons in the grave, you know, and use Power Bond, get that Twin Dragon, because I am playing Twin Dragon. It's a $40 budget deck. I can use $10, okay? Now that's a lot of damage, so Horizon, just great. It's another searcher, lets you send Cyber End Dragon too if you want to do that. 1 Cyber Replayer Plant, because it's a little harder for us to get this off, and also at the same time there's no Galaxy Soldier, so this one isn't as strong as you would think it would be. And 1 Cyberload Fusion. Banishing is getting our Cyber Dragons banished in the first place isn't, you know, going to be too often, and we can search the Cyberload Fusion too. So I think just 1 is fine. I mean, the Power Bond into like Cyber Twin is going to be enough damage most of the time to kill anyways. So this one's kind of situational. I'd probably keep it at 1 anyways though. Triple Cyber Emergency. I mean, it's a searcher. Come on. Do I really need to say anything else about this? Come on. Alright, we're going triple machine duplication here, and that is the big reason is because we are playing some cards that can utilize this better if we do go first, and going second, it's, you know, 2 Cyber Dragons on board is pretty nice. You know, I can't lie about that. And next, double overload fusion, because we're gonna kind of have to hard draw this with no Verte Anaconda, and it's a bunch of damage with the fusion monsters we have. So I mean, 2 fills up the banish to make Cyberload active too, and a good top deck, amazing top deck. The 1 power bond, we can search it. This is all we need. Now here, you could play 2 overflow instead of 1. I mean, you could play 1 overload instead of 1 overflow instead of 2. It's kind of a preference kind of thing. I kind of like 2 because this is a very strong trap card and loads the banish zone too. You know, it's 1 or 2, either one's fine. A strong card, you need it regardless, but core does search it if you want to search for it, you know. And the star card of the set, because this card's the most expensive card in the structure deck. Triple imperm. I don't need to say anything else. This card can sometimes win you games, you know. Stopping that Tri-Brigade monster from banish, or from special summoning from deck, from the extra deck. Could stop the Appaloosa if you get rid of all of its attack, you know, stuff like that. It's a very solid card. No reason not to put it in. Alright, now on to the extra deck. Triple Cyber End Dragon, of course, with our misprint Cyber End Dragon right there. Pretty solid. We probably won't even summon this, if I'm going to be honest. Probably not, but we might. I don't know. 3 anyways, because of some of the side deck cards we're playing. With the Gizmech, we need stuff to send, so we're going to play it anyways. Alright, now here is the package I'm adding in. Nova and Infinity. These 2 cards are like $4 total for it. Something like that, maybe even 3. But it's such a good like include. You only need 1 of each to be able to make it live. Machine dupe is instant infinity for turn 1 if they make you go turn 1. So I think it's worth the include for the price you pay, and get it now before it, you know, skyrockets in price with all new Cyber Dragon players. So awesome cards, very nice. We're playing 1 twin Cyber Twin. It is like 20 cents or something like that. Come on, or probably someone has it in bulk. Get this. Makes you double attack, power bond, 56 damage twice is a lot of damage. Like, come on. It only needs 2 Cyber Dragons too, in like the case that you can't get 3 or something like that. Seeger, same boat, cheap, and also allows you to get the extra damage in. Even like if you like Seeger, Cyber Twin Dragon, bunch of damage. Alright, now this is a bunch of the miscellaneous fusions because, you know, we just need to fill it up to 15. So just play like 1 of each. You're probably not going to use any of them. You might use Over Dragon. Unlikely though, but you could with Overload Fusion. So that's something to think about. Then some more filler stuff. Cyber Dark End Dragon. If you get this out, you know, hats off to you. You're a beast if you get this out, but you probably won't. It's super strong anyways, because it, you know, can probably end the game once it's out. So not bad, but definitely not good though. And then more inclusions. This is an out to a lot of big Link monsters. Get yours now before they skyrocket in price. And this card is probably the best target for like Overload Fusion. Seeger into Chimera Tech Rampage is going to be quite a bit of damage. And even like Power Bond works too, honestly. Yeah, not much else to say. Just a bunch of damage to go in with these. And now we can go to the side deck. You're gonna see why we just filled up the extra deck. That's because they gave us the Gizmech Orochi. So you have to banish cards from your extra deck to be able to use this card. So we want to fill it up to 15 so we can use it without any repercussions. And it's just, you know, it's a free body on board and free destruction. Pretty good. As for the other cards, they are going first cards because we don't really need going second cards as much. I mean, this is just like budget going second card or going first cards. So Compulse, you know, Solid and cheap should be. Red Reboot at 1 for those trap heavy decks, and at the same time, you do need some spell trap removal. So cheap option, Twin Twister is probably the best one because a lot of decks, if they're playing trap, they're playing a lot of traps. So Twin Twister, you need to get rid of at least 2 of them. 1 for 1 isn't quite enough. So we got to go for 2 for 2 because I mean like IDP is pretty annoying right now. Dogmatic Punishment, stuff like that. This will get rid of a lot of it, and we need something to take care of it. And just more like going, I guess here's some going second cards that could go first too. Chalice, cheap negation, why not? We need something. The structure deck just didn't give us any good side deck cards. So same thing, Book of Moon, cheap cards, cheap removal in a sense. And there were some other cards you could play, like the Paleozoic Canadia. I wouldn't really play it because like Book of Moon is just better, I think, because you can play it on your turn and their turn, you know, like that. But if you don't want to get any of those extra cards, or if you don't have any other ones, I guess, you know, you could go with it then. Alright guys, that's going to be it for the deck profile. So, you know, if you're still here, make sure you leave that like or subscribe if you liked it. Now, I'm also going to be taking this deck to locals, so you guys are going to be able to see how I do live action with this budget deck. I'm not expecting too much, but I think we'll be able to get some surprise games on people with this deck. And I don't think anyone's going to be expecting a budget Cyber Dragon deck. So I think I'll be able to catch some people. So that's going to be it from me, guys. So peace out.